Hello everyone and welcome to the BYOU Podcast. My name is Aniek Motsam and in this podcast I talk with the greatest people from all around the world. People who change their own lives to create a better impact in other people's lives. I have been nominated to become the global thought leader in health technology. But I cannot change the world by myself. The world needs more global thought leaders in different fields. That is why I asked Priscilla to talk with us about the law of attraction. She was the founder of the Doctors Fund in the Netherlands, Purify Human Towels, and book publisher. You can say she's the queen of the law of attraction. And today she is here live in the show. Let me introduce you, Priscilla van Rijn.
Yes!
Welkom.
Thank you so much.
Yes, this podcast is in English. So, yeah, welcome.
Thank you so much for inviting me. I feel really honored. So, I'm looking forward to share my knowledge with the people and see what we can achieve today.
Cool. Yes. Yeah. Tell me more about you. Who are you? Where are you from?
So my name is Priscilla. I am 34 years old right now and I live in Amsterdam, which for me is right now the perfect place. I really love to be in the city with all the busyness around me, the opportunities, but also the quietness I like in my own house. Mm-hmm. So we live in the city center, but we live on a special place where it's very quiet. So we don't hear the noises from outside, which gives me the peace and joy whenever I need it. For now, I am an entrepreneur. Actually, I've been it all my life. Mm-hmm. I always like to work, to be creative, to see new opportunities, to help. But I'm also somebody who is pretty quick in things. So if I have something in my mind, and we just discussed it, but if I have something in my mind, I want to do it right away. And even better, if it has been done yesterday, would even better. But I just love to everything that comes and pops up in my mind to work it out and to bring it out in the world. And sometimes I have to take a rest and do a step back, but it's not really in my nature. So I love to see opportunities in everything around me.
Wow, cool.
Yeah.
Wow. And about your past life, like where have you been, where have you lived?
Well, I was born and raised in Duivendrecht, a little city near Amsterdam. And then I moved with my parents to another city near Amsterdam, Almere, which I hated, by the way. But that was for me a reason to go back to Amsterdam as soon as I could. But I also traveled the world a lot of times. So I did a world trip when I was 20 years old. And after that, I came back to live with my parents because I was all out of money. So I had to do some saving, some working. So that was a good place to go back to. And I really have the best parents. They support me in everything. And we're like the three musketeers. So we're just the three of us. I don't have any siblings, but I love it. And I've always loved it to be only child. And it's not that I was spoiled. Well, I think I was spoiled, but I didn't behave like a spoiled child. And I was spoiled with a lot of attention. So that was good and still am. So they're still in my life and I really enjoy being with them. So I really had a very warm childhood with a lot of support and everything that I do, they think it's great. And I love it. Yeah. So that was my childhood. And I traveled a lot. And when I was at the age of 13, I said to my parents, Mom, Dad, please give me a ticket and a bag full of money and I'll be gone. Because, I was always struggling with the world. I didn't understand why I had to go to school. Why do I have to learn this? Why do I have to learn that? And it was always a big struggle for me. I just want to go out and explore the world. And I just wanted to see the opportunities and see cultures and different places. So I was always so curious. But not in school. So I really learned in life the things of school. I did a few educations and I finished, of course, my high school at a good level, but it was just not something for me. So I'm just an entrepreneur, somebody who loves to travel and who just loves life.
How did you came up to become an entrepreneur?
Well, the first thing I did was probably become my own publishing company. I went to Nicaragua for school. It was a project to build houses and to do research to microcredits. In that time, we already discussed it. It was so funny. It was 2006 and we had those big computer screens. It was just a very big computer, like the old-fashioned computers. And that was standing there in Nicaragua in a very stuck-away village. You had to buy time to get online. And so I wrote about 2 times per week or 3 times a week. I wrote to my parents how things were going. And I'm a really good writer. So I like to write everything down, all in detail. And I want to take the person who reads it, I want to take him with me in my journey, to give him the explanation, what I really saw, all the details. So I really take you there. So I wrote everything down for my parents. And when I came back home, they really loved it. And once they said, well, Priscilla, we still have all these messages from you, which is like almost a book that thick. So I thought, oh, wait a minute, I can write a book about it. There was a struggle for me because I thought, who's going to read this? This is all about Nicaragua. What's so special about it? Nobody goes there. Maybe a few backpackers who want to go to Nicaragua and they will read it. So I thought, no, I'm going to change this whole thing. I'm going to call it Pumps in the Jungle. And it's going to be a story about a girl who is very high-end girl who goes on their pumps to the jungle. And of course, it's all fiction. But I just love to write about it and just change a bit of the details. But in the end, the story was the same. What we accomplished and what we did there. But I just wanted to be more of an adventurous story and a bit of a comedy. When it was done, my uncle, who has his own sort of publish company, but he said, don't do it yourself. Just be your own publisher. Just write your book, do everything that you love. It's your project, and become your own publish company. Just go ahead and enjoy the ride. So that was my first thing that I did as an entrepreneur. And after that, I designed hammam towels. I started the doctor's telephone, which you introduced in the beginning. There was a call center, so there was not really that much creativity, but it was really nice to do, really good learning school as well. And now I recently created my own Cardex, which are unfortunately only in Dutch, but maybe later on we will publish it in English.
That would be so cool.
I know. Yeah, and they're all cool. About the law of attraction and manifesting, and use the right words and be positive. So the Cardex are, my life projects, you can say that. And I just want to, continue exploring the world of manifesting, but also spread it out to the world, what's all possible. And it's not a quick fix. Just know it's not a quick fix. It's a way of life. So make sure that you don't think, oh, I just think of this and I will get it tomorrow. That's not the way it goes. Sometimes it does, but it's just a way of life that you have to integrate in your recent life.
So, for example, if you're a beginner in the law of attraction, what are the steps? What is your technique? How can we implement it?
Well, first of all, I would recommend to watch one movie first, which was the movie I watched first. And later on, I give some other tips about what you can do and read and see. But the movie The Secret is really, it's a really nice one. I think the quality is pretty bad. And don't think you're going to watch a nice comedy or something. It's just like a documentary. And the quality, it's pretty bad. But don't look at it. Just listen to what they say and how they teach and the tips and tricks they have that they can help you with. So The Secret is a really nice movie. It's from an Australian woman who wrote it all down. She has several books. She has 2 movies now. But the first movie, that's all it started with, I believe, The Secret. So please watch it, just to begin.
Yeah.
And then later on, start writing and visualizing how would your life be if you lived your life the way you wanted to. So first of all, write down what you want.
Daily?
Yeah, daily.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a way of life. So it's not a quick fix. So daily, write down how you want to live your life. How does it look? But also important, how does it make you feel? if you live the life of your dreams. So if you feel like you want to be an entrepreneur and travel around the world and work whenever you want to and just lay in the sun, just go in that feeling. How would it make you feel? So visualize it, close your eyes, and just pretend that you already lived this life. How would it make you feel? And that is the frequency that we want to send out into the universe, because that is the frequency that will attract. So we are all made from energy. Everything is energy. This table, if you put a microscope on it, you see that it moves. It's energy, but it's just a compact version. So we are all energy. And just look it up. It's all science. It's not something that I made up. We are all made of energy. But energy vibrates on a different level. So if you're angry, your energy will vibrate on a lower level. If you're happy or in love, your energy will be very high. And that is the energy you'll be vibrating on. So you need to be in the highest vibration that's possible. It's like the old-fashioned radio. You just turn and turn and turn to find a frequency, a channel. And if you just turn the knot like the old-fashioned radios, you'll soon become aware of a frequency that you're on. And then you hear the music from a radio channel. So this is the same with your own energy. So if you're really high with your energy, the vibrations of other high energies will mix and match with that. So you will track the energy that you are on at that moment. So you will track a lot of positivity because you are in this positivity vibration at the moment. So the first thing that really is important to turn every thought that you have into a positive thought. Always think the best of yourself, even though you think, I don't like the way I look, or I don't like my hair, or I have a big nose, or I am too fat. Don't say that. Just stand in front of the mirror and just say 3 things about yourself that you really, really like about yourself. And soon you'll start to see that your opinion is about to change about yourself. And if you're saying to yourself, oh, I'm very slim and I am very fit, soon your body will also respond and you will see changes in your life. Better food will come to you. You will get an opportunity to work out or something. So you see that changes will be made as long as you put your mind to it. So always stay positive also about yourself. And there was a really nice thing about water. There was a Japanese researcher and he looked at water, put it under a microscope, and he said, well, I'm going to talk to one glass of water, or I don't know what he put it in, but he had some water on the table, 2 glasses. And the one he spoke very, very bad thoughts to, like, you're horrible, I hate you, and terrible things. And the other one, he was saying all positive things too. For, I love you, and you're beautiful, and you're smart, and I like you. And when he put it under a microscope, he saw that the water that was spoken very bad to, it was not clear. It was becoming brownish as well. So the water was not clear. And the glass that he spoke to, which was only positive things, it was so clear and bright. And you saw the difference. If you see that we are like about 80% or something, we're made from water. Just imagine what your thoughts can do and what you say to yourself, your body will make you feel. So first of all, start talking positive about yourself. Start talking positive about the world around you. If you don't like your job, just say, I love my job. I love my colleagues. I love the work I do. And you'll see that something is going to change. Even though you don't feel this way, just try to feel that it's really nice job.
Wow.
Because if you are on that frequency, you'll see that changes will be made. Your colleague will be fired that you don't go along with, or maybe you get fired. And is that like a blessing from the universe that you really have to go find another job? Or even though you're still at your horrible job, you get another job opportunity. So many things can happen if you just speak positively. So yeah, that's really my first advice, positive thinking. Even though you're in the worst circumstance right now, or your history, what is history is really done. Leave it behind you. But yeah, sometimes it comes back, like in a memory. and then you feel sad about it, just let the feeling be. It's okay. It's okay. Try to not take it over your whole day. Just leave it behind you. Say thank you for the things I've learned. Even though you had a really horrible childhood or something, just try to look at it as something you learned from it and that you can use to improve your life now. Because all there is now. It's not tomorrow, it's not yesterday, but all there is now. And that's the most important thing.
Wow. Thank you for sharing this.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow. So it is like pretending if you are in a bad kind of vibe, so you need to pretend that everything is okay, or how do you manage that? Like when you challenge something, like something bad happened to you, how can you stay positive? Can you tell me more about an example in your life?
Yeah. Well, when something bad happens, it sucks and everybody feels that, and you can be sad about it, no problem. But just try to pick yourself up and think, okay, what can I learn from this? What is the universe trying to tell me? I had a burnout because I was working way too hard with my own company, the Doctor's Telephone, and I just dropped out. I was laying on the floor in the bedroom, and I don't know how long I was there, but it was a message, a real big message from the universe. Just stop what you're doing. You're going too far. And I wasn't listening to any of the other signals. So this was a really big signal from the universe. And it just had literally put me to the ground to just listen. And that was the moment we said, okay, we're going to sell the company. So it's important that you listen to the things around you, but also just take it in. What is happening? Why is this happening? Is there something you can do about it? Because so many things happen around you, but doesn't affect you directly. So try to stay away from things that happen to other people. Just think, can I do something about it? If you can, okay, just go for it. If there's something you can do about it, just leave it. And just try to focus on the positive things. So if you get a setback from the universe and it's really hard, it's painful maybe, just think, what can I learn from this? What is the universe trying to tell me? And in the beginning, it's really hard to do, but you get used to it and you get pretty good at it as well. So just, if you, for example, you get a car accident, okay, what is the world trying to tell me? It really literally stopped me because my car stopped. What do I have to stop? What is my life looking like right now? Am I happy? Do I want to change things? But how do I want to change it? What is it trying to tell me? Even though the circumstances or the things are very bad, try to look at it in a positive way. It's really hard, I know, but try.
This is so interesting. A couple of months ago, I spoke with Sharona. She talked about the voice inside of when you ask yourself a question about what is this trying to teach me. How can you find your voice? When you ask a question, what is the universe trying to ask me? How can you listen to that inner voice?
Well, first of all, start meditating.
Okay.
Because when you're meditating, your mind will come to ease and your consciousness has a way to speak to you. But we never learned this, not in school, not maybe from friends or family. So this is something you have to do yourself. And it's really hard to start meditating. And meditating can be easily done just to listen to your breathing. That is the first step. Just go lay down or sit somewhere and listen to your breathing. Feel your body go up and down. And that is also a simple form of meditation. You can also use guided meditations where they can help you to relax. And that's very nice for in the beginning because some people find it, and I think almost everybody finds it really hard to stop the voice in your head. Because if you're laying down, you think, oh, I have to do some grocery shopping. Oh, I have to do the washing. Your mind just keeps on going. And that's really hard to stop it. And that's not possible for everybody in the beginning. So a guided meditation will help you to relax more. And later on, you can try it yourself. So if you get a thought, you just say, okay, thought, thank you for being there. And just move on. Let it go, move on. Just thank the thought for being there. And try to get as quiet as possible for yourself. and just try it for 5 minutes. It doesn't have to be that long. But meditation is a good form to listen to your inner guidance, to your inner voice, your consciousness, how people say it as well. And it's a very strong voice. So what you can also do is journaling. So when you wake up, the first thing people mostly do is grab their phone, but just grab a notebook that's beside your bed with a pen and a paper and just start writing. And it doesn't matter what things will come. And even though if you think, oh, this is rubbish, what am I thinking? Just go on. And you see you get better at it. And sometimes you write things down and you think, oh, did I just wrote that down? So it's really funny, the things that our mind wants to tell us. So journaling is a very good one. I usually do that in the morning when I wake up. And that's really when you just get out of your sleep. That's the most, the most purest thoughts that you have then.
And how do you handle doubts or negative thoughts that may arise when you're manifesting a desired outcome?
Manifesting, like I already said, it's not a quick fix. So you have to start journaling. You have to write down what you want. How do you want to achieve it? You have to really be in the moment. How would you feel? There are 3 options that the universe has for you. 3 answers, actually. That's yes, no, or I have something better.
Okay.
So it could be that you think, well, I just want that really cute bag right now. And you don't get it because the universe says, no, that's not what you really like. Okay. I know something that you would like better. All of a sudden, the season change and the style change. And you think, oh, I didn't really like this bag. And the universe gives you another opportunity. You receive another bag for your birthday, which suits you much more. So this is just a very materialistic thing. But it works like yes, no, or I have something better. There are always options that the universe knows what's best for you. So if you look very deep in your heart, what you really desire, you always get what you want. But if you're too shallow or if you are too materialistic, like I really want that bag, or then I have some exposure and people will look at me because I have all those high class fashion things. The universe thinks, that's not what your heart says. Your heart says something different. This is your ego speaking. So that's why if you don't get what you want, there's always a reason behind it. Or you get it later. Because it doesn't say, I'll go manifesting today and tomorrow I have it. It doesn't work that way. You have to work for it as well. But I usually use it for very small things as well. Like when we're going on an airplane and I'm thinking, oh, the seat next to us will be free. Every time the seat next to us is free.
That is cool.
And it's cool. Really funny. Even though I asked the stewardess once, I asked her, is this plane totally full? Oh, it's all full booked. Everybody's going aboard. I said, okay. But this seats will remain free. And the door will closing. And she said, oh, yeah, this seat remains free. So it is really funny how this works.
What is your technique? How did you...
just be convinced that you feel that it's going to be this way and no other way. And that is something that is really hard. Yeah. But also, if we want something too bad, we're going to think about it all the time. And then you want it too much that you can't let it go. And letting go is something that the universe really likes. Because if you have a desire, think about it, let it go into the universe and wait and see until it comes to you. But if we want something so bad, we think about it all the time and we're hoping so much for it that it won't happen. So that is also a big tip for me. Let go. So if you have a wish, if you have a dream, feel it in your bones, feel it in your guts that it's going to happen, that you already have it. Okay. And just let it go. And let the universe do its work. And sometimes think about it again. Oh I still want this, but think of it as you already have it. So the universe doesn't know if you have it or want it. So be in the state of I already have it. I already feel it. That's why I said if you go manifesting, pretend to feel how you feel if you accomplished it, if you have it. So there are a lot of things you have to work on. Being positive, letting go, let your wish go into the universe. Journaling, meditation, listen to what your inner voice wants to tell you. Know deep down in your heart what you really want. And don't be too materialistic, because that is not always what we want, truly, deep inside. It's just a cover-up from the ego. Pretend like you already have it. So if you want to have more money, just pretend. Be the woman who you are if you have more money. And don't think when you're walking in front of a store, oh, I can't afford it. Just think, I can afford this. I already have this. And you'll see that the universe just surprises you with so many things. Like, for example, if you want this bag, for example, again.
Or a job. Let's say you would like to work at L'Oreal. What are the steps I need to take to get that job at L'Oreal?
Well, first of all, do your homework, because it's not like I just put my wish out there and go sit on the couch and just wait until it comes. It doesn't work that way. So do your homework. Look at L'Oreal. Who do you want to talk to? What job do you want to have there? How would it make you feel if you have that job? How would the job interview go? Who would you have the job interview with? Is it somebody you align with? Because it's very important that you align with the people you feel good about. And they align with you as well. So there has to be a match. And the match will come. So just manifest. How would you feel? How would you think? What does it make you feel if you are already there? How would you look? How would you speak? How would you walk and talk and work? What do you wear? Just make it so realistic that you're already there. So close your eyes and just pretend that you're already there. But also do some research. Can you think of somebody in your network that has a connection at L'Oreal? Can they do a good word for you? Just keep on writing to the person that you think you have a connection with. So look it up online or on LinkedIn. Who is the person that you have to be with to get this job? So you have to work for it, but if you really want it, it will come to you. And maybe not. It can be that the universe thinks, you're not good enough for L'Oreal. You're even better, but you belong to another company. So it can happen. It can happen. But just do your homework and you'll see that you grow along the way. And that is something important as well. You keep on growing and you keep on learning and you get better at it. So don't get smashed out of the field. Just keep on going, because you know your future has already been made. You just have to know what steps you have to take, and the universe will guide you. Just have the trust that the universe will always be there for you. And that is something that I trust deeply in, because when I was younger, I had some money problems and I thought, I'm always short on money. So I was thinking about, I have a lot of money and the money and the opportunities will come. So it doesn't mean that you win the lottery or that you receive a check in the mail, but it can mean that you find another job which has a better income, or that you go work for yourself, that you become an entrepreneur and you get the right customers. So if you want something, it can come in many ways. So just look very carefully. What is coming to you? What did you receive today? And just be thankful. Be thankful for everything that you have, and you will receive more to be thankful for.
Wow. Yeah. Super. And now you have sold your company, and now you're an entrepreneur for yourself. What are you doing now? What impact the life of others by using the law of attraction, or maybe by your deck, what you're selling now? What are the things in your life, how you impact others? Can you give us some examples or some success stories?
Yeah, of course. First of all, I always start with my mom and dad. I really help them to use the law of attraction as well. And they love it. And I see that when my mom is dedicated to it, she wins a lot of things. Really?
Yeah,
it's so funny. And I said, are you manifesting again? Yes, I am. And so So she's really good at it. But sometimes you have to make it a way of life.
Mm-hmm.
And if you just think, okay, I received this and I'll go back to sit on the couch or something, you will see that it stops. But you have to...
Really?
Yeah, you have to...
So it can stop.
It can stop, of course. It's like a way of life. You have to be doing it all the time, every day.
Okay.
It's a dedication. Okay. Otherwise, you won't receive it. So my mom, she wins a lot of things. It's really fun.
It's also like driven. You get some...
Yeah, but you feel it in your body. If you achieve something, you think, wow, it really works. Yeah. And that is the most important thing, that you feel that. And every time you think, oh, it's not working, go back to the feeling that you already had before. Like, yes, it's working. Go back to the feeling and start all over again. So it's really important that you do that. And what I do right now, I sometimes get a lot of DMs in my Instagram from people who are asking for help. I'm not feeling very well. My mind is not working with me the way I want to. I feel very down. Can you please help me? And in the beginning, I thought, whoa, what is happening here? But I thought, oh man, this is really a cry for help. And I'm not a psychiatrist or something, but I just give my tips and that's it. And more I cannot do. But it's really nice that people reach out and It feels very, very nice to help people. And that is something that I want to keep on doing. And that's why I made a card deck, because I feel that some people find it really hard to be in this positive vibe all the time. And even though I have this, sometimes I work too hard and I think, I'm just going to watch Netflix. And then I'm laying on the couch for like 3 hours watching Netflix. And I think, this is not the way I want it. Because your mind just gets so tired. And even though your body is relaxing because you're laying on the couch, your mind just keeps on going with the stupid Netflix that doesn't give you anything. So, just keep finding back your purpose, what makes you happy. What are the things that make you happy? And for me, it's like listening to music, watch a good comedy movie, but do something that makes you really happy, just for an instance, and make sure that you write down a few things that if you're feeling down, what are the things that makes you happy? Just go for a walk outside, treat yourself for a nice coffee in a cafe, or do something that really makes you feel good. And so write it down. What are the things that makes you feel good? But also go back in time to nice memories. What was a nice memory that you had? And you think about, for example, a nice holiday that you had. What were the details in that holiday? Why did it make you feel so happy? Go back to the time. That's also a good thing. So I find it very hard that people, and very sad as well, that people find it hard to be positive all the time. So that's why I created the Cardex.
And where can I find it?
It's now on my website, but I'm trying to get it all on bol.com as well. So it's all being in progress. But via my Instagram, you can find it. Of course, via my Instagram, I also try to send positive things around. So give them tips, share nice movies that I found online or inspiring text. I just try to inspire people, to make them feel happy. And that is exactly what I'm doing. And I also try to organize a new walk in the forest because I like to have the connection with people, a positivity walk. So that will be in April. It will be organized as well.
Cool. In Amsterdam?
I think it will be in Amsterdam in the Vondelpark. But maybe we'll go a little bit further to more quietness. So we'll see. But I will announce it on my Instagram. And it's just very nice for people just to talk to if they're not feeling very well, or they just have questions about manifesting or getting a better life. Just join. It's just free, but just join. It will be nice to be with like-minded people who are in a different level of energy. You can just join and connect with them. So that is something I did before. And I want to organize it again as well, because I just want to have the feeling with the people and give them a good time. So I'm looking forward to that, and more things are coming, but all in time.
Cool. And what is your Instagram account?
Miss Positive Amsterdam.
Oh, really? Miss Positive Amsterdam. That is okay. Miss Positive Amsterdam.
Yeah, that's it.
Miss Positive Amsterdam. Okay, that is cool.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah, me
Miss
too.
Positive Amsterdam.
Yeah. So
Cool.
yeah, it's very easy, but I'm trying
Good
to
energy.
be always positivity, and I love it.
Awesome. Okay, cool. And do you have any final thought, advice for the audience to end this podcast?
Yeah. What is your truly desire? What is the goal that you want to reach in the end?
In the end, like...
Well, what is the ultimate goal you want to achieve? The ultimate goal. When you think like 20, 30 years from now, or maybe 1 year from now, what is your ultimate goal? Write it down. And if you don't really know what you want exactly, just write down what kind of things you want to change. Just make sure that you start to know what you want, and things will come along your path that will make you see what the possibilities are. And it will expand your vision, and you will finally know what you really want. But start listening to yourself. And I also wanted to give some tips that you can look at, like the movie The Secret, but it also has a part 2, which is a more comedy drama movie. It's a really nice one. It has been in the cinema as well. So that's The Secret part 2. Also the books are very nice to read. There are also a few journals that you can buy, that you can write down things in. But also... let me see what other movie. Yeah, What the Bleep Do We Know? It's also a documentary, not a very good quality, but just don't look at it. Just see what the message is. It's a very important one. And if you want to go more expanding your thoughts, there are also a lot of books. Maybe I can give you an overview with the titles. That I don't have to mention it now, but that people can just click on it, and that will be nice, I guess. But just see what makes you happy, what gives you the great feelings, and try to stay in that positive thing all day, every day.
Cool. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I loved it. Thank you.